Another steelbook that I'm happy to have in the collection. Now, this was a game I was very, very curious to find. This was another one that was in their glass case of their retro games, but for this to be included in the 4 for 40 deal, as soon as I saw this one, I wanted to grab it in case anyone else saw. What is up, guys? I am way too old for this, and let me show you guys some of my recent pickups. I do most of my shopping during these GameStop sales, the 4 for 40, 4 for 20, buy one get one free. That's usually when I like to do most of my shopping, and I found some really good pickups in this one, and let me show you what I got. So many loose games. I really hope that GameStop doesn't still destroy their cases and manuals, because there was so many loose games in this one. Now, the funny thing about this GameStop was they had so many loose disc 360 games. That whole row, there must have been over 50, 60 games of just loose discs 360 games. I was checking this out. I thought this was the Driver San Francisco, caught my eye for a sec. And this Allison copy was in a foofy case with no manual. I actually asked to see if they had the manual and they didn't. This Nier, I think, was a little overpriced. This GoldenEye was interesting. I don't think I've ever even played this one. And I was such a fan of the GoldenEye on the N64. This might have to be a pickup. What else we got here? Yeah, there's Twisted Metal. I think that these Twisted Metals are undervalued, especially, I think the show, I haven't watched, I probably should. I loved the Twisted Metal series when I was a kid. Even though that's one of the ones, if you go back to, oh my goodness, there is some jank in that trunk. Like, I don't know how it's just, if you haven't done it and you probably have fond memories of it, I don't want to ruin it for you. But boy, it's not the same experience I remember. But yeah, to get this for $10, I like that. And they actually had some decent games in the retro case. Seeing the Warriors caught my eye real quick. I wanted to get that one out of the case before anyone else saw that one. To see these old Xbox games is so cool. That one wasn't under $20. I wasn't gonna grab that, but this Warriors and this Ninja Gaiden, give it to me. I'll definitely take those. Even in the PS4 section, there's always a couple of good deals in here. Now, Catherine Full Body, this is what I've heard a lot about on PS4 for $10. I think that's coming with me. And Shovel Knight is also one I've heard a lot of good things about. I think I'm gonna grab that one. I should have checked out that seafood for 27. I should have grabbed it. That seems like a decent price. That's a game I'm also interested in. I've heard really good things about it. So yeah, that was some ones I saw, and let's go back to the house and I'll show you what I got. What's up, guys? I'm back with the rest of the pickups. Now, this GameStop haul is pretty good. I am pretty sure this was the traditional 4 for 40 deal at my local GameStop, and I found a pretty good amount of quality when I was there. They had a good mix of retro. I got some PS4, I got some PS3, and my new Affliction Steelbooks. So let's just jump right in and show you guys what I got. To start off with, I got Steel's Forged in Shadow Torch. Now, this game I've seen a couple of times, and I'm interested in playing this one. It looks like a pretty good game. I've seen some gameplay, but I was actually really interested in the Steelbook. Like, to get any Steelbook for $10, because I know that GameStop still does not have any kind of price difference between the regular game and the Steelbook. So whenever I see a Steelbook in GameStop, I'm always interested to see what they price it. And if they have it for $10, I usually pick it up. So this was a cool one. And next was GoldenEye Reloaded 007. Now, this GoldenEye game I've never actually played. I played a ton of the N64 one and some on the GameCube, but this one I've never actually seen. I've seen a bunch of the other movie ones, but I've never seen this one, so I wanted to grab this one just to check this one out. Comes nice and complete. There's the code for everybody. This one is in very good condition. Downloadable characters. So this one didn't get to the 20 bucks, but this was just one I was curious and playing, so I wanted to add that one. The next one that I always try to grab whenever I see is Twisted Metal. And this is the limited edition. I feel like these games popped a little bit when the show came out, and I guess the show was successful enough that they're going to have another season. So I wanted to pick up this one for 10 bucks. Came nice and complete, in very good condition. Twisted Metal is one of my beloved franchises, so I eventually want to get all the Twisted Metals. So just have this one for 10 bucks. This was an easy buy. Next is a game that I've heard a lot about but never actually played, is Catherine Full Body. Now this game they have on every platform, but I feel like the PS4 one is probably one of the better ones to play it on. If not for this one, then maybe the Switch, just because it's portable. But this is an interesting game. I've heard this is like a platformer puzzle kind of game, but I've heard really good things. And I always wanted to wait and catch it for a good price. So to see it at GameStop sale, this one I grabbed as soon as I saw it, because this is a game I actually want to play. I heard really good things about these niche Atlas titles. And this is some kind of relationship game, or probably has some weird quirks to it. This is one that I'm definitely going to check out soon. And to get it at the deal, it's an easy buy. Now, since I just got an Xbox, I'm actually really interested in getting more Xbox games for my collection. So this is one that I saw. It was actually in their glass case, because I guess they have like a little glass retro case. But this one did not come complete. Thanks, Joseph. I appreciate it. But other than that, the disc is not in terrible condition. It definitely looks like it has been warm, but it looks like it should play. I'll test that one out and make sure that it's good. But I'm definitely interested in getting more games for my Xbox to try, because I feel like this is just a very underappreciated console. I never had one as a kid, but I feel like playing it now, it was definitely ahead of its time. And Ninja Gaiden is a series that I haven't played a lot of, but I've heard really good things of, so I definitely want to jump into this one. And it's cool that it's an actual Xbox exclusive, so I'm sure I'll track down the manual at some point. But this one was an easy buy. Now me, like everyone else, I'm sitting waiting patiently for the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 collection to come out. But since this one was a steelbook, I actually thought that this one was a pretty good deal. I'm really trying to expand my steelbook collection as much as I can for as cheap as I can. And I played the Infinite a little bit. This is the one I think with the stones. I know this one wasn't too popular. I don't play this one that much. I played mostly Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate and Part 2. Well, not as much as Part 2. I'm still waiting to put in the pre-order to see when that game comes out. And when Part 2 comes out, I'm probably not going to be playing much of this. But to have it for the steelbook for that price, I couldn't say no. It has this cool slipcover. Another steelbook that I'm happy to have in the collection. Now this was a game I was very, very curious to find. This was another one that was in their glass case of their retro games, but for this to be included in the 4 for 40 deal, as soon as I saw this one, I wanted to grab it in case anyone else was nice and complete and everything. And let's check on the condition. Yeah, it's not terrible. This game is a warrior. It should definitely play. It has some scratches, but it should be okay. But yeah, I thought that this one was a pretty good deal. I'm sure that this was definitely underpriced, which is always good. Why you should pop into your local GameStop. You never know what they have. This game didn't last there that long at all. This one was probably there only a few days before I picked it up. I feel like this was definitely underpriced, especially this one on the PS2 I know goes for at least 50 bucks. And to be honest, it might even run better on the Xbox. So I'm looking forward to experiencing this on the Xbox. I did beat this on the PS2 way back when, but I always like to revisit these old good ones. And to add another Rockstar game to the collection is pretty cool. And the last one that I picked up at this stop was actually Shovel Knight. Now this one I want to say is probably better on the Wii U. I'm not sure if there's a huge difference. Oh, there's the code for everybody. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a huge difference between this one and the Wii U one. I actually want to play this on the Wii U because I think that any game on the Wii U, I think is a little cooler to experience just from how niche and interesting using the control pad is with the screen and everything. But I thought this was a pretty good deal. I'm pretty sure this one was underpriced too. It comes nice and thick. It feels good. Has some weight to it. I'm not sure if the one on the Wii U is expensive or not, so maybe I'll just try it on the PS4 just to get into it because I've heard a lot of good things of Shovel Knight from a lot of good YouTubers. This is one I am happy to add to the collection. This was just another really good solid run. Always a good time to get out there when they have these 4 for 40 deals. It's just fun to go shopping and see what you get. Like, I'm pretty sure to get all these guys for $10, I paid a total. You have 82. I'm pretty sure that there's some value here. I'm not sure about all the values of these games, but I think I did pretty good. I'll check them out, the price of these games later. But these are all ones that I'm glad to have in the collection. And let me know what kind of games you guys are finding. Are you guys finding retro games this far back? Because I'm finding all kinds of games. Like from Xbox, PS3, I saw a couple PS2 games. I'm finding from almost every generation. And I want to know if you guys have these kinds of games around you. It's a nice way to spend an afternoon, just stroll into your local GameStop and see what they have. You never know, you might stop across some gems. So let me know, how do you guys think I did? If there are other games that I should be targeting. I want to thank all the new subscribers. I really appreciate the encouragement. I am way too old for this, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.